Hi, and welcome to the Badass Breastfeeding Podcast, co-hosted by Abby Fearing, the Badass Breastfeeder, and Dianne Cassidy, IBCLC.
Today's episode is brought to you by Fairhaven Health. Do you love lactation tea but hate the taste? Fairhaven Health Nursing Time Tea is an herbal lactation tea with a light lemon taste that you won't need to choke down. Nursing Time Tea is made with herbs such as fennel seed, goat's rue, and blessed thistle that have been used for centuries to support healthy milk supply and soothe an upset tummy. Head to fairhavenhealth.com and use promo code BADASS for 10% off your purchase. You can also find the link at badassbreastfeedingpodcast.com. Our newer sponsor is Teamy Blends. Teamy is a health and lifestyle company that creates products to help their customers solve everyday problems like bloating, low energy, and trouble sleeping. Their newest tea, Teamy Nursing, was formulated to help increase milk flow for breastfeeding moms. As a mom and advocate myself, I know this is a common concern. Go to teamyblends.com, that's TEAMIBLENDS.com, and use code BADASSBreastfeeder at checkout to get 15% off your order. That's teamyblends.com, code BADASSBreastfeeder.
Hey, welcome to the Badass Breastfeeding Podcast. I am Dianne, your lactation consultant.
And I'm Abby, the Badass Breastfeeder.
And we are going to start a little different. We're going to do a review of the week. So we've been getting some fantastic reviews on iTunes. And we decided that we were going to start reading them and share them with you guys because it's, we're really grateful that you're doing it. So
it's also a way to share your experience, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you can write whatever you want.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, my God. So this one is from Sam RU05, and it's about the constipation episode. And it says, I love this podcast. As I breastfeed my third baby and learning how every baby is so different, I love a podcast about constipated breastfed babies and what to do for them and why it happens. And we did that one. We ended up doing that one. So that's kind of to let you guys know, like, sometimes these reviews come in and we see it, and then we end up doing those podcasts.
Yeah. Yep.
So
there's really no point in doing episodes that nobody wants to listen to.
Right. Perfect. So
awesome.
She's, like she said, she's learning every baby is different, which is one of the messages that we kind of always try to say. So thank you so much for that, Sam, are you? And I'm glad you like the podcast.
Cool.
Yeah. So leave us a review so we can read yours on the air.
We will read it.
Okay. What are we doing today? Grossness?
Yeah, we're going to talk about all things that are gross.
Cool.
Don't turn it off, because it's going to be funny.
Yeah.
Because we all share these really, really awful, gross stories that have to do with, like, bodily fluids or, regurgitated things. And I think every single parent has got, like, a big, they've got their big story.
Somehow it's okay because it's your kid, right? Like,
oh, yeah. I mean, if it happened, from like a stranger on the bus, you'd never want to talk about it again.
Oh, my God.
But when
a stranger on the bus.
When it's our babies, we're like, you get a group of moms together and it's like parents, whatever. And, everybody wants to share their story.
Yes.
So we're going to read them. People have been sending them in, and we are going to spend the next 30 minutes reading all of the gross stories that we can.
So if you are not, and if you found the podcast, you might be on social media. Abby has a very active, and I have an active Instagram, not as active as Abby, but Abby's got a very active Instagram and Facebook page, and she'll put contests out there sometimes of, you might want to get in on some of that. And that's where this gross stories came from.
Yep. So here we go. We'll just start reading, and then I have a couple I want to share from my own personal files.
Memory bank.
You're right.
Okay,
all right, this comes from Jill. She says, breastfed babies definitely can poop. I have 6 children, 5 boys and 1 girl.
Oh, my God.
In all my 17 and a half years of being a mother, I have never been pooped on until I had a daughter. She's my only daughter and the only one that has ever pooped on me. I have had my boys pee on me, but never poop. My daughter has had so much pressure in her little bottom that when I was changing her diaper and I lifted her legs to wipe her bottom, it happened. She jet pooped all over my white shirt. My husband burst out laughing and quickly grabbed the camera and snapped the picture. We still laugh about it to this day. And my daughter is nearly 3.5 years old. This is one picture we will hold on to and share with her in her later years. And there is a picture right here that we can put on the website of her covered in her daughter's poop.
Oh, my gosh.
And her newly decorated shirt.
Did she
All
say
right.
how old her daughter was when that happened? She didn't, did she?
Oh, she didn't. No, I can see the little baby laying here. She's probably less than 6 months. 3 months, maybe?
I can't believe she got away with not getting pooped on before that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the jet stream poops. I don't think that's not... Well, I guess that's happened. I haven't had that, like, jet stream poop on me.
No. I had it happen in my office the other day.
Yeah.
Well, it was actually... It wasn't... It was... you know, I have 2 offices, but one is more of like a... exam room in a doctor's office. So the mom was changing the baby's diaper, and the baby was on the, you know, like the table thing that you sit on when you first go in, that table bed thing. And that's where she was changing the baby's diaper. And she did lift up the baby's legs and was wiping his bottom, and poop like shot out and landed on the floor. Like a good,
God.
There was some distance there for sure. Like if I was standing in front of the baby, which sometimes, but I was standing more to the side, kind of like making sure he was not rolling around or whatever. He would have definitely got me, because it was far. Like he went far. It's like, man, that was a talent.
What they
right
do,
there.
they have that with their vomit and their poop. It's like it comes straight. It's like it's like projectile.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
It's weird.
Yeah.
All right, and this next story comes from it just says blessed mama 316. I'd just gotten brand new carpets. Big mistake. Baby girl had constipation issues for weeks. I go to finally change a successful poop diaper, and lo and behold, she wasn't finished. The new diaper was on the opposite side of me, and she was going to town doing her business. No way was I going to let my brand new carpets get ruined. So I caught that poop like Salvi catching a bad bunt. Carpet saved, baby girl relieved, mommy with a handful of poop.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, well then that can just lead right into the story that I have that I just think is the most hilarious story. So my husband and I, you know, we have Jack. He was like, I don't know, a year old or something, and we're all sitting at the coffee table, and he's standing there naked, and we're all eating. So we all have plates, and he's standing there naked. My kids are always naked, just constantly naked. And he's just standing there. And so we look around and started kind of look at Jack, and he starts, you know, you can see that he's starting to poop. And we're like, oh, God, oh, God. And I was just kind of like, you know. And my husband, his reflex was to, as quick as he could, he shoved his plate under Jack's butt and caught the turd.
With his plate?
With his plate. And I'm like, why is that better than the floor?
Oh my God. Did he still have food on his plate?
Yeah, he had like a little bit of food.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what kind of reflex is that?
Oh my God. What did you do with that plate?
I just put it in the dishwasher.
Oh my God.
You know, so yeah, we have all kinds of things. I mean, like I had a home birth, and I bought a special bowl to put my placenta in, like after, you know, when I was in the tub. And we eat out of that.
Well,
I washed it. I put it out. I put popcorn in it, and it's like a special bowl to me. I figured the dishwasher is fine.
Yeah.
Some people have to just throw things away, and I'm like, I don't know. I think you just have to wash it.
It's just so funny, though. Just like an instinct with the plate.
I know. I'm like, I don't know what kind of reflex that is. I don't know why you would. I don't know why that would come to you.
It never crossed his mind that maybe that wasn't the best idea.
That just like, you know, a turd can drop on the floor. It's like not
right.
I don't know, but it was like he went into like emergency mode. He was like.
Oh my God.
I remember seeing him. He was just kind of like, his head started darting around, like, what do we do? And then with the plate, like, right under his butt.
That's hilarious.
Okay. Now we have Kateri. She says, I take showers with my son to double task. The night before, he was so cute in his little bathrobe running around. So while I was getting ready the next day after our shower, I thought, I'll let him run around in his little, let him run around in it while I get dressed. I was sure I was good on the whole poop caught because he went about an hour ago. If he peed in that small window, okay, I'll wipe it up. As I'm getting dressed, he goes running out of the bedroom, giggling, but then all of a sudden he is super quiet. When I get my shirt on, I look out in the hallway, and he's sitting in the middle of the hallway smearing something all over the floor and himself.
Oh, no.
As I get closer, it is his own poop. Needless to say, I grabbed what I could of him and ran him into the bathtub. Then I realized my 2 dogs are in the living room, and I need to also clean the poop smeared on the floor. I quickly hide down the hall. No, I quickly hide down. My little man wrapped a towel around him and go running just in time as the dogs are in the hallway. I start screaming at them. Get a diaper on my son while having the dogs stay next to me. Thankfully, I then got the rest of the poop cleaned up before the dogs got to it. Okay.
Oh, my gosh.
Racing dogs and your poop.
And then you have a toddler. You put that toddler in a bathtub. He's not staying there. Like, you're running around.
No. And it's a poop bath now.
Right. Oh,
How many times does that happen when they poop in the bathtub?
Oh, yeah. I know. I remember pooping in the bathtub when I was little. And I remember my sister freaking out because we took a bath together. And she, Mom! Because I had pooped in the tub. And I was just swimming around in there. But I remember that from when I was like little.
That's what at the swim school that my kids used to go to, they would have like a code brown. Like then everybody would have to get out of the pool.
Code brown.
And I was like, really? Like we have to get out of the pool? Like but they were like serious about it. They're like, oh my God, everybody out.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Nobody tells you when you become a mother that you're going to have to like clean your child's poop off the wall and do it
off
before
of
the
them,
dog
that they're
and
gonna,
off of
yeah.
them before the dogs get it. Like that is
Right.
not in the job description anywhere at all.
No, it's not. There's a lot of there's a lot of things not in the job description, but that's what. Yeah, there's. And it's that if that's like we had that constipation episode, the breastfed baby. I mean, that stuff is not. That's not like it's not just like a turd.
Right. And now, a word from our sponsor.
Today's episode is brought to you by Fairhaven Health. Milky's Milk Saver on the Go is a mini version of the original Milk Saver loved by so many. This is a discreet breast milk collection system that can be tucked right inside your shirt to collect milk that leaks throughout the day. It also protects sore nipples while they heal. Head to fairhavenhealth.com and use promo code BADASS for 10% off your purchase. You can also find the link at badassbreastfeedingpodcast.com. Today's episode is brought to you by Teamy Blends. Teamy Nursing Tea contains 3 main ingredients, fennel seed, fenugreek, and raspberry leaf. Teamy specially sources their 100% natural ingredients. It's vegan and gluten-free. All you do is drink 1 to 3 cups throughout the day. Moms are raving already. If you're looking for an all-natural lactation tea, check out Teamy Blends. Go to teamyblends.com, that's TEAMIBLENDS.com, and use code BADASSBreastfeeder at checkout to get 15% off your order. That's teamyblends.com, code BADASSBreastfeeder. Our next story is from Haley. I have a 10-month-old. He's cute, funny, and curious. He and I are currently staying with my parents for a month. My parents have an old-ass dachshund named Beauregard. Apparently, Beauregard had dog diarrhea.
Oh,
and
God.
I have to edit this a bit because this is like full of curse words. And shite from his potty pad. Gross, but whatever, not my dog. To the living room. My dad was supposed to be watching the kid so that I could put away diaper laundry. Baby got quiet, too quiet. Then I hear a sweet, disturbing ick from him. I walk over to him and step in dog poop. Oh, God, no. I say, yes. God, yes. My precious little snug bug had dog shit in it. Sorry. had dog shite in his chubby little baby toes, in his knees, in between his cute little baby fingers, and in his mouth. The mouth he nurses from and formerly kissed me with. I grabbed him while gagging, stripped him down, and promptly tossed him in the bath while trying not to vomit all over everything. His breath then smelled like strawberry-tainted dog poop, but there's only so much one can do. Needless to say, the boy has a new toothbrush, and Mom has a newfound appreciation for our young potty-trained mutt.
So, where did the strawberry flavor come from?
I guess he was eating strawberries, and then he had some poop,
Oh,
and then
okay.
mixed it all together.
I was like, strawberry flavor? Like, what is that? Okay. Oh, my gosh. Ew. Ugh.
I know, the things that they will just, like, walk around and do, and just, they'll just pick up anything. We were at a playground one time, and Jack is, like, I don't know, 2 or something. And he's just walking around, and he, like, walks over to me. There's a dead mouse in his hand.
Ah!
I was like, oh, my God. I have to take him to the hospital. I mean, I was like, oh, my God. I was, like, on Google. I was like, what do you do if your baby picks up a dead mouse? Like, I was like,
Oh, my God. Did anything
oh,
come
my
up
God.
for
Does he...
I
No,
take
I
him
know
to a
it didn't.
hospital.
I know. That's what I was like. Oh my God, we need the people with like the hazmat suits and like. I was really freaked out. I was like, oh my God, he's gonna get some disease.
Gross. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh. Ugh.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right. That was a good
next-
one, Haley in Beauregard.
That dog name is How do you just yell that when you're walking down the street? Like, come here, Beauregard. Come here, boy.
I feel like that dog should be wearing like a shirt and tie or something. I don't know. Beauregard.
That's funny. My name is Mara, and I have a 2-year-old and a 5-month-old. Oh, gore. When my oldest was 1 month, I was so careful changing her diaper because in my eyes, she was so fragile. My husband was helping me by standing next to me and holding her legs while I stood very close to her and wiped her. Well, she passed gas, and with the gas came a rocket of poop. It landed on my mouth.
I can just picture that, too.
I know. In my hair, all down my shirt, down my pants, all over the changing table, and side of the crib. She also left a pretty good poop painting on the floor.
Oh, my
I
gosh. That's a lot of poop.
That's a lot of poop. That's like sprayed out.
Oh, my gosh.
I was a new mom, so after the initial shock that I literally had crap on my lips, I just started bawling my eyes out.
Aww.
My husband was in tears, but because he was laughing at me. Till this day, he still makes fun of me about it.
Oh, my God. That's a good one, too.
Oh, my God. That's a really great one. Spraying poop on your mouth.
And in her hair? Oh, my gosh. You need a hazmat suit for that.
Yeah.
Nobody expects your child. I feel like has it been all the girls that have been spraying poop on people?
It sounds like it.
That's crazy.
You know what? It's the boys who've been eating it.
Yeah. Oh,
Who've been
it's
smearing it, and eating it. That's the boys.
Yeah. And the girls are just spraying it
The
all
rocket
over.
poops.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. This email is titled, Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Oh, boy.
Okay. So this is from Brianna. So my son is now 10 months old. He's a tank. He loves food just as much as he loves breastfeeding. It's great, right? Not having a picky eater. Well, one evening I made spaghetti from zucchini noodles. He loved it so much. Fast forward an hour, we're on my bed playing. I'm laying down, he's standing and laughing and gets the hiccups. Well, this little savage hiccuped out a milk-soaked zoodle straight onto my face.
A milk-soaked zoodle. Oh, my God. Ew.
He then proceeded to belly laugh at my reaction. Kid couldn't catch his breath. He was laughing so hard.
A zoodle. That makes me laugh more than like the picture. Oh,
I know. God. I like the name Zoodle.
Yeah, I didn't know that's what they called him.
I didn't either.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Only one? He only coughed up one with his hiccup?
I get, well, it may be like a belly full.
Yeah. Gross.
All right. We've got one from Lauren. My oldest would get carsick almost every single ride. I carried a bag to make sure I was prepared. She got older, and it didn't happen as often. Well, this one trip from Arkansas back to Texas, she started to gag, and I knew it was coming. I yelled at my brother-in-law to pull over now. And I said, I don't have a bag. She's going to puke. Sure enough, before we could even pull over, she started puking, and for some reason my instinct was to stick my hands out and frickin' try to catch it. So driving on the highway, me turned around, no seatbelt, catching puke in my hands. We got over. I stepped out and poured it on the ground, then proceeded to puke myself. Then had to go to my suitcase and use my clothes to clean her and myself up. All with my baby crying, her crying, and my toddler looking at us like we were crazy. Then my brother-in-law also puked from the smell. Okay, dude, brother-in-law, get it together.
Oh my God.
What a fragile person. That is so funny. I'm assuming he doesn't have kids because he's just like, oh my God, I can't. It's like a chain reaction of puking.
That is hilarious. Did you ever see the movie Stand By Me?
Yeah.
Where everybody pukes?
Yes.
That one part where he wrote that story where everybody puked from the pie eating contest.
Yeah.
This person puked on this person and puked on. Oh my God. That's what I'm picturing right now. It's like this whole car full of people just puking in a circle because they're all just like one after the next.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that really does happen.
Oh my God.
Like if somebody sees or hears somebody puking, they just puke.
Oh God, that's so funny. Well, at least the toddler and the baby made it out unscathed.
Yeah, I like how the toddler is just looking.
Yeah, like what?
They're just like, whatever. What's going on? What's wrong with you people?
My God, I wonder if they made it back okay after that. That's like
that car must have smelled because you can't get that smell out.
Oh, I know.
Until you like wash, you gotta wash everything.
I know. Too bad she didn't have a plate. Put the plate under her.
I know.
Been perfect.
She's all worried about bags, so you just need to carry a plate around.
Just carry a plate around with you.
That's Josh's answer. It's the plate. Jeez. Oh my. So there was another story on Facebook from Christina. She has a video, which of course we can't show you, but I can tell you what's going on in the video. It's exactly what I'm about to say. She has a 5-day-old baby, and Daddy is going to change the diaper, and she's like, okay, you know, you do it quick or like watch out because he might pee. And Daddy's like, no, he's not going to pee. Like, just calm down. He's not going to pee. So he starts to change the diaper, and as soon as he gets the diaper off, the baby starts to pee in the baby's own face.
Oh my God.
And the baby starts crying.
Oh. Probably scared himself.
It scared him, yeah.
It's raining in the house. Oh my God.
So take that, Daddy. Well, he learned his lesson.
Oh man. That's hilarious.
Yeah.
We had some good ones.
Yeah, here's another one. This is going to be a hard one to edit, I think, because I'm just having to go from device to device. Okay. Lauren, this is Lauren who had the car ride story, has another story.
Oh.
When my oldest... Wait a minute. When my oldest, again, when she was a newborn... When my oldest... I don't know what she's trying to say. When my oldest was a newborn... I had her breastfeeding and under a blanket. I was young and we had family over. Well, as I'm feeding her, she gags and starts puking, like projectile vomiting. I freak out, pull the blanket off. She's gagging and covered in puke. Her ears, her eyes, her nose, and her hair. It was all over my boobs and my neck and just everywhere. I started yelling at everyone to clear the room. hahaha.
Nothing more to see here, folks. Move along.
My mom grabbed the baby and started cleaning her. I'm crying and worried that she was going to drown in her own puke. And then, of course, I gag and puke as well. What is this? This is the same woman who puked in reaction to her the first time. Oh, my God. Your sensitivity here is not helping you as a mom.
Oh, my God. I love it. Lauren, you're my favorite right now.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
She says, it didn't make it to the bathroom. This child had me on edge and very used to puke from day one. Well, not so much because you keep puking in reaction. Now with my okay, and she says now with my other two kids, it does not faze me. All right, so she got it together.
Okay, good.
Oh my God, she's hilarious.
That is really funny. Clear the room.
Clear the area.
Clear the area. And you had another one too, right?
Oh, yeah, I did. So, yeah, Jack was a baby, and he, I like changed his diaper and picked him up from the changing pad, and then I was like holding him above my head doing the Superman, like, whee! And he spit up right inside of my mouth.
Ugh. What'd you do? Do you remember what you did?
I mean, I just immediately, spit it out. I could not believe that it happened.
That's crazy.
I think I just spit it out on the changing pad or something. Or maybe I ran to the bathroom. I can't imagine I would have held it in my mouth. But I immediately just wanted to tell the whole world. Because I'm like, can you, what are the chances that he would, make a basket?
Oh, my God. That's hilarious. Gross.
I know. Okay, so, and we have Danielle. Catching poop with my bare hands from a bum that is running around while I try to put a diaper on it. Is that gross?
That's funny. I could just imagine, you can picture that.
Yeah.
Trying to get a diaper on a kid before they poop everywhere and you're trying to catch it at the same time.
Right. The thing is, I think the good thing is that I don't think they can poop while they're running, although.
I don't know.
I'm sure there's a slew of emails are about to come to me. It'd be like, but by the way, my child pooped.
Can totally poop while he's running.
They can totally do that, Abby. That's a skill they have.
I really I don't know. They can't control it, I don't think. Can they? Really? At that age?
No, I just feel like if it starts to come out, that they would the reflex would be to stop.
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
To stop and just let it go down, or I don't know.
Oh, yeah, to stop running. Okay.
Stop running.
Oh, I thought you meant to stop pooping. I'm like, oh, then.
No, stop running. They would their body would want to stand still while they were doing that. I don't know.
Yeah, because usually they do stand, they'll stop and hide in a corner somewhere.
Yeah, and just kind of get that look on their face,
Yeah.
So one time, God, I don't even remember if it was Jack or Exley. But I was laying in the chair, one of them was sick. And I was laying in the recliner with we were doing skin to skin. And I was just laying there. And they didn't have, I keep saying that, I don't know which child it was. Let's just say Jack.
Okay.
I didn't have a diaper on him and he fell asleep. And I was like, well, it'll be fine. It's, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
And as I'm sitting there, I kind of start to doze off. And I'm just sitting there. And all of a sudden, I get this totally warm sensation, all over my body. And I was like, what is going on? And I realized that he's peeing on me. I mean, it was so weird because it didn't feel like liquid was on me. It was just suddenly I was overcome with warmth.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm like, what's happening? Oh, he's peeing.
But
yeah, and then I was like, "Oh man,
it's a mess.
It's all over the chair."
Yeah.
Whenever you think they're going to be able to make it without the diaper for a little while, it's just they don't.
Oh yeah, no, they don't. I don't get pooped on very often.
I mean, you probably have a lot of stories from your office.
Yeah,
right?
I'm pretty good about not getting peed on. I get spit up on a lot. I definitely get spit up on a lot. There have been some times though, sometimes babies can have that explosive poop and it'll come up out of the diaper. There was one day where I was had somebody's baby in my lap and I was like, checking the baby or whatever, and they did that big explosive poop, and it just like came out all over. But I do get spit up on a lot. And because I will put them up, like, to help burp them or, to carry them to the scale or hold them while mom gets herself buckled back into her, tank top or whatever. And they'll just, like, spit up down my...
Oh, and you're holding them right after they feed. Yeah. So that's funny.
And I'm, like, totally not fazed by it anymore. There was one day that I was like, I don't know, I think I got pooped on at least 3 times. Once maybe by my dog. Or the dog had to had it on his paw or something and put his paws on me, and I had to work that night. It was one of my long days where I had to like work all day and then go teach, and I was like, well, thank goodness I'm wearing black pants because I got pooped on like 3 times today. Like, sorry if I stink, people, but this is reality. And my kids are always like, oh my God, that's so gross, and I'm like, it is,
what are you gonna do?
Right, it just happens.
I don't know. I mean, I would say that I would be grossed out by like other people's babies, but like I was watching my neighbor's baby a few days ago, and I don't know, I was holding him, and he like spit up, and Jack and Exley freaked out.
Yeah,
and they were just like, "Oh my God, Mom!" And I was like, "What?" I'm like, I thought something was. I thought he was. I didn't know what was going on. I thought there was an emergency, and.
Is he on fire?
They're like, he spit up. I was like, oh my God, grab a tissue.
I know. Yeah.
And I was like, it didn't gross me out.
No, it really doesn't. It's
And I'm grossed out by a lot of things. Like, I am grossed out by feet of anyone who is above the age of I don't know what the age cutoff is, like, because I don't know. My kids, I love my kids' feet. I think they're like, which my husband finds hilarious because I so much think feet are disgusting. But then it's like, my baby feet.
Well, yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, these are the greatest things ever. And he's like, I can't believe you're kissing feet right now. But I'm grossed out by like a lot of things. You know what? The thing that grosses me out the most is totally has nothing to do with babies, but I have to say it. What? It's people brushing their teeth on TV. Really? I cannot look at it.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
I cannot look at it. It's so disgusting.
Oh my God.
It turns my stomach. I feel like I just have to leave the room.
Ugh. This is hilarious.
I know. People have really weird things. Or maybe I'm just weird.
No, everybody's got a weird thing, I think. But I always kind of find it funny that when a baby will spit up, when I'm, if I'm trying to burp the baby or whatever, and they'll spit up a little bit, and parents are always like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm like, this isn't even the first kid today that spit up on me. Like,
right.
And I never care. Like, if it's like early in the day and I have to go like 12 hours or something wearing those same clothes, and it's never a ton, but it's always like, are you going to smell, like it's just,
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well,
I don't care if it's like my last thing I'm doing that day. I really don't care. But sometimes I'm like, okay, that was in my hair. Okay. But and then you just get used to it, like, because I've been doing this forever, so it doesn't bother me.
Right.
But for people that don't do it all the time or don't see it or maybe don't even have kids.
Oh, God. For people who don't have kids, I mean, forget it. I remember a coworker of mine bringing her baby to work one time before I had kids. Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, do you want to hold the baby? And I'm like, no. But she like hands me this. I'm like not one of those people that has to hold all the babies.
Yeah.
But she like hands me the baby, and the baby like reached up and put like her little tiny little finger in my mouth. I almost died. I almost died. Like I was just like, oh my God, I'm so grossed out right now. But I didn't want to act like I was grossed out by it. So I was kind of just like letting her do it, which is so dumb because now I would just be like, get your hand out of my mouth. Right. I would just like remove the hand, like what you do with babies. You like just redirect their hands.
Yeah.
But I was just kind of like standing there dealing with it, and I was mortified.
Oh my God.
Like I couldn't like stop thinking about it for a really long time. I was so grossed out.
That is so funny.
But now, it's like before you have kids, you're like.
But we loved your stories. Thank you guys for sending them in. They're fantastic.
Yeah, that was a really good laugh. I'm really happy.
Oh my God.
I got to have that.
So funny.
That time.
But maybe send us some stories like that. Maybe we'll do it again.
Yeah, I keep saying, we can totally do it again.
Yeah, it's totally
and
fun.
Be sure to leave us a review or share your experience in the iTunes review section review section. Yeah. And also head to badassbreastfeedingpodcast.com. And there is a comment section open there in our under our episodes, and you can find our wonderful sponsor links as well as the promo codes that you heard today and all of our other episodes.
And we will see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.